13 WMAZ Morning starts now.
Well, good Wednesday morning. Today is the first day of our severe weather risks for the rest of the week. I'll take you through the forecast hour by hour this morning.
COVID-19 now impacting New Year's Eve plans in Georgia. The cancellation coming out of Atlanta as cases continue to increase. Plus, a shooting at a Macon gas station leaves one man dead. The question deputies still have and how you can help in the investigation. Well, good Wednesday morning. You're taking a live look over a beautiful downtown Macon. The time is now 6:31 a.m. on this December the 29th. We have made it to Hump Day. Central Georgia, how you feeling? I'm Wanye Reese. Walking out the door this morning, you definitely do not need a jacket, but you can tell, Taylor, a storm is brewing.
Yes, because it's feeling so tropical and humid outside, and that's only going to help these storms as we head towards this afternoon get going. But right now we're staying dry here in Macon. Overcast skies, though, temperatures in the upper 60s here. So again, another very, very warm day. Low temperatures about 25 degrees above average. Around the area, we're still sitting in the 60s and 70s. That's because we have this southwest flow that brings in warm moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. That's only going to help us warm up as we head into the day. But overall, our highest point right now is 70 in Americus. Everybody else sitting in the upper 60s. Now, we are sitting very humid. Dew point temperatures in the 60s means you're feeling very tropical. So again, no need for the sweater or even the coat, but you're going to need the umbrella for today. That's because we have storms coming in the forecast for this afternoon and evening. High temperatures will rise into the mid 70s. I'll have your full forecast on when you can expect the storms for today and through the rest of the week coming up in a few minutes.
Well, thank you, Taylor. The nation continues to deal with the Omicron variant of COVID-19 as cases increase across the country. Lines for COVID-19 tests sometimes are hours long, and they continue to rise across the country, leaving testing sites scrambling to keep up, including in Wisconsin.
We've staffed up and really moved vaccinators into testing today because that's the high demand. But just know in the neighborhoods at a certain point, the police department does have to shut off lines just for traffic safety.
There are at least 7 states now reporting record high daily infections, more cases than at any time since the start of the pandemic. In Massachusetts, the state's deploying about 500 National Guard troops to help healthcare workers. Here in Georgia, health leaders say they're working to bring in more COVID-19 tests. Testing went up about a third over the last week. Governor Brian Kemp's office prepared and authorized around 2,500 Georgia National Guard troops to deploy as needed. They likely will go to testing sites and hospitals. Yesterday, the state broke its record for the number of test-confirmed cases. The Georgia Department of Public Health shows the state marked nearly 14,000 cases between PCR and rapid antigen tests. The news comes almost a year after the previous highest day for test-confirmed cases. That was on January the 8th of this year, reaching nearly 13,000. One important thing to look at, though, hospitalizations. Right now, the state says about 2,200 people are in the hospital with the virus. That's about half of what Georgia saw during the last 2 waves. As schools prepare to come back from Christmas break, kids could see a return to pandemic safety measures. Dooley County Schools plans to enforce a mask requirement when class picks up next week. The district says it's because of significant increases in COVID-19 outbreaks during the holiday season. All students, staff, and faculty will need to mask up on buses and in schools. Time's now 6:34 a.m. Let's get you to some news across the state. The end of winter break will also bring the start of a mask requirement for Gwinnett County Public School students. The district updated their policy last month, issuing a mask requirement as of next week in all buildings during periods of substantial or high community spread. So students and staff will have to mask up when they start school on next Thursday. Emory University will head online for the start of the spring semester. The college plans to switch to virtual classes because of the national rise in COVID-19 cases. Emory's president says the school will transition back to in-person learning on January the 31st if conditions allow it. The move to remote learning applies to undergraduate, graduate, and professional courses. Residence halls will remain open. Those students are encouraged to delay their return to campus. For the 3rd straight year, Atlanta's New Year's Eve celebrations won't include the peach drop. The over 30-year-old tradition is now canceled. It was set to feature performances from singer Ashanti, Atlanta-based hip-hop group Goody Mob, and rapper Blanco Brown. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms says the city made the decision to call off the event as COVID cases rise. The peach drop didn't happen last year either because of the pandemic. It was also sidelined back in 2019. Well, the search continues for a 6-year-old girl from Forsyth County. An Amber Alert went out for this child yesterday morning, and I know I saw another one go out this morning. Just as a reminder, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children says it's believed that the father of Rachel's Encina took her and her mom against their will The center says the dad may be armed and the three could be in a 2016 black Ford Focus with the tag RVX 9470. If you have any information at all that can help get them back home, you can call 911 or the Cumming Police Department. It's 6:35. Bibb County deputies are working to figure out what led up to a deadly shooting at a Macon gas station. The sheriff's office says it happened just before 7 last night at the Shell on South Heron Street near Eisenhower Parkway. Deputies got a report that someone shot a 36-year-old man near the gas pumps. He later died at the hospital. Coroner Leon Jones says the victim is Jacavion Maxwell. If you have any information about the shooting, you can call the Macon Regional Crime Stoppers. That number, it's 1-877-68-CRIME. Again, that number at the bottom of your screen. It's 1-877-68-CRIME. Well, today the effort to clean up worn down and possibly unsafe properties continues here in Macon-Bibb with a 3-digit milestone. County Communications says crews will take down the 100th house since Mayor Lester Miller announced his plan to fight blight. I love this story. The county will hold a news conference at 9:30 this morning at a house on Atkins Drive before it's torn down. You can watch it live on the Macon-Bibb Facebook page. Fort Valley could soon get a new public safety director. It comes after Lawrence Spurgeon announced his resignation and retirement on yesterday. He says he told the mayor and city council a couple of weeks ago about his plans to resign. He says it's been his pleasure to serve as director over the last decade and that he's retiring from public safety. He also says, quote, "My time here has provided my family and I with many fond memories and relationships that we will carry with us forever." All right, your time's now 6:37 a.m. and it's definitely going to be a good day to make sure you're weather aware and honestly a good week just because of the active pattern that we're going into.
Yeah, we're in that pattern where we're seeing cold front after cold front, but it is winter. So, I mean, it's expected, right? But we, again, have to make sure that, especially with overnight threats like these, that we have ways to get alerts while we're sleeping.
It's very, very important.
So we're going to have to talk to you we're going to go day by day through the forecast for the rest of the year. So here's a live look right now in Dublin, and it is very overcast, feeling very soupy right now. Temperatures in the mid-60s. So a very warm start to your day. No need for the heavy winter coat, but you will want to keep the umbrella on you as you head out the door because it will be a rainy day, especially because now looking at our live radar, we have some showers moving through our northwestern portions of our viewing area. So anywhere from Thomaston down to Zebulon, Forsyth, Butler, you're going to see some showers rolling through this morning. So if you're heading up there or you're driving up 75 this morning, make sure to take your time, use the windshield wipers because it will be a little bit of a wet morning. But that's just a precursor for what we could see as we head into the day today. We have a cold front and you can see it through this line of storms right here. That'll be moving through the area, bringing the chance for some storms for your Wednesday afternoon and evening into Thursday morning. So for today, again, the umbrella will be needed. Temperatures will rise into the mid-70s. Storm start in the afternoon. Now here's the timing of all of that. Heading into this morning, again, a few showers, but as we head towards the lunchtime hour, we'll look to stay dry. That's just up before we start to get some heavier downpours in central Georgia as you head towards your work commute to home. So make sure you're allowing yourself extra time to leave work this afternoon. Now heading into the early morning hours, that's where we're going to start seeing more rounds of rain as this cold front starts to sink to the south through central Georgia. We're going to see some pockets of heavy rain, maybe some frequent lightning. We could have our biggest threat, which is gusty winds, but we also could see possibly a brief tornado. Our biggest threat for Thursday really comes as we head towards mid-morning. That's knocking on our door right then, and then that cold front starts to sink south. And as it does so, the pockets of heavy rain and storms will start to break apart into Thursday afternoon. So the severe threat does diminish during that time. What this cold front will do, though, is that it will start to sink and start to stall out somewhere in central Georgia. What this offers us is multiple rounds of rain as we head into Thursday evening into Friday. So don't put away the jacket just yet. Now we are under a severe weather risk, but the lowest end of the risk. We are in a level 1 out of 5 risk for everybody in our northwest viewing area. Again, the possibility for damaging winds, a brief tornado, and heavy rain are in the forecast, but thankfully all of those threats are pretty low. That threat continues overnight into Thursday and Thursday morning. So have a way to get alerts just in case we do have any severe weather as we head into tonight. The same threats do continue, along with frequent lightning. Now, that's only cold front 1 of 2 this week. Here is cold front 2, even stronger than cold front 1 that comes through today. This cold front will start coming through as we head into overnight Saturday into early Sunday morning. The models are in better agreement that we're going to start seeing some rain in central Georgia somewhere around 4 or 5 a.m. on Sunday, and it's going to last as we head into Sunday evening. So again, another chance to see possibly some severe weather in central Georgia. Be weather aware as you head into the new year, and also make sure that you have some indoor contingency plans for your New Year's Day and New Year's Eve plans, because you may get rained out if you have them outdoors. But behind that cold front, we will stop seeing the 70s for a few days. Temperatures will drop into the new year into the 50s by Monday, with morning lows dropping back around freezing. We're back after the break.